50% of the food in the country is wasted every year. Now, one of this year's top 10 CNN heroes, Maria Rose Belding, well, she was in the 8th grade when she decided to do something about it.
There was a food pantry in my church that I grew up working in. You would have way too much of one thing and would be in desperate need of a different thing. Inevitably, some of it would expire. And I ended up throwing a lot of it away. When I was 14, I realized that doesn't make sense. The internet was right in front of us. That's such an obvious thing to fix. This has now been claimed. It has turned green. You would really think that the novelty of it would wear off. It doesn't.
Well, to read more about her program, go to cnnheroes.com right now to vote for her and any of your favorite heroes. cnnheroes.com.
Well, the writers over at Saturday Night Live, they are giving some treatment to the media before the midterms.
It targeted a network's coverage of the migrant caravan making its way through Mexico.
The situation is urgent, Laura. The caravan is only 800 miles from our border. If these immigrants walk at a normal pace of 300 miles a day, they could be here in time to vote on Election Day. We've also learned that all the women in the caravan are more than 9 months pregnant. And they're holding the babies in until the exact moment when they cross over the border. And then they're gonna literally drop anchor. And the babies, get this, are pregnant.
They tell you he's got the greatest economy. Why is he talking about the border? But we have a problem at the border.
The very powerful are trying to convince us that treating and speaking of people with dignity and respect is an outdated form of political correctness.
If you want to protect criminal aliens, you should vote Democrat.
We need you out there. Everybody votes. We win.
Tonight, we're live from the Arizona border where a vicious caravan of dozens, maybe millions of illegal immigrants is headed straight for you and your grandchildren.
Bright and early at 7:01 from Washington, D.C. We're so grateful to have you with us. I'm Christy Paul.
I'm Victor Blackwell. Good to be with you. We are beginning our special midterm election coverage here on CNN. There is a lot to talk about.
Well, there's a lot of campaigning going on right now. The promises, the projections, the midterm elections, of course, that are coming up here. And I know that you're ready to go to the polls. A new ABC News Washington Post poll released within the last few hours shows an edge for Democrats here. Take a look. The chief issues driving people to the polls, President Trump and health care. Will the country move more toward President Trump's vision or go in a different direction is the big question.
Lead campaigners here, the current president versus the previous one. Former President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden are in Illinois and Indiana, also Pennsylvania. President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence are in Tennessee and Georgia. Now, at his rallies, President Trump is glossing over this booming economy and a pair of Supreme Court picks. Instead, he's focusing on immigration and what he says is a simple choice.
If you want to protect criminal aliens, you should vote Democrat. If you want to protect law-abiding Americans, vote Republican. It's really very simple.
CNN's Ryan Nobles is at the White House this morning. Ryan, good morning to you.
Victor, Christy, good morning. Welcome to Washington. The finish line is in sight. We're just 2 days away. Full